Hi Aries, this is your May 5th through the 11th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the final, the 5th spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love this week, Aries. We have the Emperor, clarified by the High Priestess. We have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Wands, clarified by Death. In the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the Star and the Magician. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, perhaps even another Aries. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. I don't always start from the beginning, but the very first card that came out was the Emperor, which happens to be your major arcana card, Aries, unless you're dealing with another Aries, all right? And from what I see here, at some point during this week, you'll be sitting at some kind of a crossroads. Okay, that's what it kind of feels like. You will need some time to think. You'll need to maybe use your own intuition. You could be secretly thinking about something or deciding. Okay, and what the decision is, whether you should go somewhere or not, whether you should move forward with somebody or not. All right. And if you're deciding to go somewhere, you could be deciding to go with a friend or by yourself, with like family members, extended family members, right? Or you could be deciding to accept some kind of an invitation, all right? So yeah, I think we're looking at you having to make some kind of a decision, right? With the Emperor clarified by the High Priestess. I am assuming that's you, Aries, again, unless you're dealing with another Aries. But let's assume that's you. I think it's a reasonable, safe assumption since this is your major arcana card. The High Priestess clarifying the Emperor could be interpreted as a card of a secret. Could be a secret card or a card of intuition. All right, the Six of Pentacles right next to the Emperor. It is a card of balance. It is a card of an equal give and take. It is a card of money coming in. But it could also be interpreted as a card of having to make a choice. Because we do have 3 people in the Six of Pentacles. All right. And one of them is standing up and the other 2 are sitting down. All right, so maybe this is where you are going to make some kind of a decision. It could be a financial decision. It could be a decision whether you want to go or not, or whom you want to go with. All right, the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So whatever you decide to do, follow your heart, follow your intuition. Yes, it will be a golden opportunity, once in a lifetime opportunity, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles is. All right, the Ace of Pentacles is what I just said. And the Ace of Pentacles is a life-changing ace. There is a pathway in the right bottom corner of the Ace of Pentacles. This is a pathway to new life. Take it to a new life, if you will. The Eight of Wands clarified by Death in the middle. Death could simply be a Scorpio you're dealing with, but Death is a card of a transformation. Major transformation. It's also a card of an ending. The Eight of Wands, Death is clarifying. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. It's also a card of travel. Some of you are definitely going somewhere. All right, and I think I outlined a couple of different scenarios in terms of how that trip could play out. But you could be letting somebody know that, no, I'm not going with you. No, I don't want to deal with you, because maybe you're dealing with another person. You're moving forward, or you're going somewhere with another person. Or if you decide to move forward with somebody, you're going to let them know, okay, let's do this. And in order for that to happen, perhaps something has to come to an end in your life, whatever it is. But you're going to let them know, yes, let's move forward. Yes, let's go. Because, again, you're going to realize yourself that Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a golden opportunity for you, Aries. All right, in the potential outcome, we have the Two of Cups with the Star and the Magician. 2 more major arcana cards, the Star and the Magician. Those are the 2 major arcana cards. The Star could be an Aquarius. The Magician could be either a Gemini or a Virgo. But if we forget for a second about zodiac signs, the Star is a card of a wish come true. Okay, it is a wish come true card. It is a card of hope. It is a card of healing. It's a great card. The Magician, if it's not a Gemini or Virgo you're dealing with, it is a card of manifestation. It's also a card of taking action. All right, I'm a little surprised to see the Magician there, unless you are dealing with one of those zodiac signs. But it is a very action-oriented card, right? The Magician is a very creative card. It's a card of whatever you can turn anything into gold with the Magician card. And the Two of Cups, the first card in the potential outcome, as you can see, we have two people in it, right? It is a card of a soulmate connection. It's a card of two people on the same page, both people in love, just vibing on the same level. So yeah, Aries, at some point during this week, I think you will have to make some kind of a decision. And then you'll either have to communicate it, or you'll have to go somewhere or decide which of the people or which of the places you want to go to. You get the idea, right? And that's going to be a life-changing event, life-changing decision on your part, Aries, all right? Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Aries, this spread is for you. We have the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to be honest with you, Aries. This will most likely resonate with you if you have a Taurus in your life and it's their birthday. Okay? Because that was the first thing that I thought of right away. I didn't even have to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Right? The Three of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a celebration. The Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? We're right in the middle of a Taurus birthday season, so this Queen of Pentacles is most likely a Taurus, and the Three of Cups, it's their birthday. Okay. I really like the Ace of Wands here, though. The Ace of Wands is a card of excitement, it's a card of enthusiasm, it's a card of passion, it's a card of some kind of a new beginning, very uplifting, very maybe even spontaneous energy. Okay, the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck could be a card of travel, by the way. Maybe you're traveling, or somebody's traveling this week. You could be traveling for this person's birthday, or they could show up. It's also a card of communication, a lot of communication. All right, and the Nine of Cups, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. In some tarot decks, in the Nine of Cups, people are sitting around and celebrating, socializing. In some other tarot decks in the Nine of Cups, people are standing around and socializing. So kind of similar to the Three of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is also a card of a wish come true, right? So perhaps you're granting a wish to this birthday person, birthday Taurus, right? Or they're just satisfied that everything is working out, everybody is coming to their birthday. If it's not a birthday, right, it's still some kind of a celebration. It could be a reunion of some sort, but this Queen of Pentacles is definitely participating. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent next. We have the Lovers, clarified by the Page of Wands. We have Temperance, clarified by the Hangman, Judgment, and the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or any zodiac sign. I'm going to be honest with you, Aries, it's a 50-50. It's whatever you decide it to be. It always is, but especially here. Right? Judgment right next to the deck. It is a card of somebody from the past, but it is also a card of somebody having to make a judgment call. I never clarify judgment if it's the last card that comes out, because the universe wants you, in this case, make up your mind, make your own judgment call. But somebody is coming back, right? We got a couple of pages here. Pages could be kids, not necessarily your kids, but maybe you two already have children together, right? But for others of you, perhaps it's like a child's birthday, or maybe you could be meeting with your ex at a playground, or I don't know. But whenever two or more pages show up in a reading, I always bring up children. So maybe kids are somehow a part of it or involved in this, right? If children are out of the questions, the Page of Swords, maybe it's somebody's been keeping tabs on you, right? The person whom you broke up with, perhaps they never let you go, they never forgot about you, and they've been watching you on social media or what have you. But at the same time, the Page of Swords could be a message. Perhaps they're going to message you. The lovers clarified by the page of wands. The page of wands is that second child, if there are children, or maybe it's that same message that we see in the page of swords, right? It could be a repeat card. The lovers could simply be a Gemini you're dealing with. The lovers is a Gemini major arcana card. The lovers is a card of a choice, but it's also a card of when two people are in love. Right? It is the soulmate. It's one of the soulmate cards. It is the twin flame connection card if you believe in twin flames. It could be the love of your life card, right? But perhaps somebody made the wrong choice in the past, and now they're trying to correct it. The temperance card clarified by the hangman. So two more. So we got what? Four major arcana cards, right? This is serious. So temperance could be a Sagittarius, but it is a card of healing, reconciliation, rekindling, rebalancing things. It's a card of patience. The hangman clarifying that could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the hangman could be a card of realization, sacrifice, okay, some kind of an epiphany. And again, we're back to that judgment card. Okay, 4 major arcana cards. So this is a serious judgment call, and I think you know it. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So let me explain what this reading is about first, and then we'll talk about who this King of Swords is or could be. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords. All those three cards put together look to me like they're talking about one thing and one thing only. It's moving on, moving forward, not looking back, relocating, full steam ahead, and definitely some kind of moving in a particular direction, right? That's what all those three cards put together mean to me, at least, right? Again, moving forward, full steam ahead, moving on, and things like that, right? So there's definitely some kind of a movement. For some of you, literally physical movement. All right, the Wheel of Fortune, the first card could be literally a card of going somewhere, and so can be the Six of Swords. But the Wheel of Fortune, maybe a fortunate turnaround, right? And it's also a card of starting a new cycle, Aries, a very fortunate cycle. Okay, so let's talk about this King of Swords. For some of you, you could be embracing this King of Swords energy. All right, male or female, absolutely doesn't matter. But the King of Swords could be, perhaps you have to relocate because of this King of Swords. Maybe this is your significant other and they got a job and maybe you're all moving. That's just one of the scenarios. For others of you, the King of Swords could be somebody who works for another company and maybe they will give you a job, offer you a job, or offer you a trip to go somewhere, right? On a business trip or to some kind of a conference, all right? So the King of Swords could be, like I said, like an HR worker or a hiring manager or recruiter or somebody who works for like a big conference. Maybe they're offering you to go somewhere for that conference. Okay, so yeah, the King of Swords, for most of you, it is somebody else. For most of you, it's not you. So be on the lookout of this King of Swords. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or the King of Swords is somebody who is like very strict, very direct, very intelligent, right? Somebody who maybe wears uniform for work. Perhaps your significant other is in military and you guys have to move, or something along those lines. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So here's what's going on. We're going to assume you're the Queen of Wands here, and we're also going to assume you're dealing with this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups, what you're not expecting, this Queen of Cups having major regrets about them making some kind of a huge mistake in the past that cost them money, that cost them something. Okay, and now they feel like they're left out in the cold, or they feel like they could have been making a lot of money, or something like that, right? You are the Queen of Wands, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. This is you in both of those two cards. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of somebody who is doing very well financially. The Nine of Pentacles is somebody who is in the center of attention, somebody who is glowing up, somebody who is successful, somebody who is self-sufficient, independent, somebody who is doing great. All right? And the Queen of Wands clarifying the Nine of Pentacles is simply clarification, right? So this is, yes, this is you. The Queen of Cups, on the other hand, is the person in the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. And I think the Five of Pentacles, the first card that came out, this is how they're feeling about this. I don't know, maybe you offered them a job in the past, they didn't take it, and now you're doing great. Or maybe you offered them to invest money, or maybe they started a fight with you, but they didn't realize you're like a boss, something like that. So this, what you're not expecting again is this Queen of Cups having like major regrets. You're doing awesome, you're doing great, they're doing really poorly, really badly. All right, I don't know if you'll be hearing from them. You could be, but perhaps they will let you know. They'll apologize. They'll tell you they made a huge mistake, or maybe you'll hear about them feeling sad and sorry and crying themselves to sleep through friends or through some other way. All right, so that's what you're not expecting, Aries, and that's what I have for you for this reading for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.